Hi, everybody. I wanted to take a second just to go over the recent watchlist column that I had created and sent out for broadening formations. It's more or less a fairly simple process to get it implemented, but I kind of wanted to go through it because there was a bunch of questions on Twitter. I'll go through that, and then I'll just kind of go through a little bit of context as far as how I'm looking to use it and how I am using it. So first and foremost, you're going to want to grab that link that I posted in the Twitter, the tweet, and you're going to come in here, and a lot of you guys may already know this, that's fine. So you're going to want to come in here, and you're going to want to, your main screen, as far as Thinkorswim, go to Open Shared Item. You're going to take that link, paste it right in there under Shared Item URL, preview it. Very important right here, you have to change the name. I'm going to name it BF. You can name it whatever you want, but just remember what you name it, because in a second you're going to have to remember. All right. So then hit the import button. I'm going to hit cancel because I already have it. You hit the import button and then you're done here. The next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open up a watch list. You may already use watch lists all the time, probably do, just in case. You come in here, you hit the plus sign, click on watch list, and then you've got a new watch list. I'm going to pop it out here, detach gadget, and so now I've got more or less a new watch list column. So this is how you actually add that column. If you're not familiar, there's a gear icon top right corner over here. You click on the gear icon, you hit customize, and here is where you have to remember what you named it. Again, mine was called BF, so I just typed in BF over here. Once again, items available, I typed in BF, and you can scroll down if you want to not type in BF, but that's fine. And what you're going to do is you're going to double click it and add it to the right. So this means you're adding it to your watch list, and you're going to click on this scroll over here. Double click on the scroll, and you'll see all the code that pops up. This is where anytime you're going to change the time frame of the broadening formation watch list, this is where you're going to want to come. Right now it's set for 30 minutes. You can set it for any time frame you want except the hourly. You can set it for the hourly, but this version is not going to give you the bottom of the hour. I have code that I created I didn't create that code, but someone else did, and I've borrowed it and enhanced it. But I'm working on it to support the bottom of the hour time frame as well. But for now, you can use any time frame, including the hour if you want, but just know that it's going to be top of the hour. So I'm going to leave it at 30 minutes for now. And I'm going to hit apply and OK. OK once again. And then here is the column. All right. Now, I have already pre-built, I'm going to swap some things out here because I have my own watch lists that, for purposes of this demo, it's just going to be easier. And I'm going to bring you through a little context as far as these watch lists in a second. But I want to point out the column, I added it the same way. You go to customize, and here's my broadening formation column. So this right now, broadening formation, is based off of the 30-minute, like we had already selected. And what this is doing, you'll see two different symbols. You'll see a moon, and you'll see a pile of poo. And the moon means it is over the top of the most recent broadening formation high, the top of the tri, and it is at or above it on that specific time frame. And the poo means that it's in the crapper, and it is at the bottom of the broadening formation, below the the bottom pivot. So before I get into a little bit of this, I need to explain how the code works, and it's based off of a chart pattern called Williams fractals. And Williams fractals is fractal triangles, which is broadening formations. So you see here on my chart, this is a 30-minute chart, but you can put it on, whatever chart you want. I have it up here on the daily top left corner. The blue arrow up means it's the top of a broadening formation, and then a pink arrow down means it's the bottom of a broadening formation. So you'll see bottom formation, top of formation. This all becomes an outside bar of, this. This one's a little bit easier to see. We've got the bottom right here. There really is no top yet, so that's why it's not marked. And this is delayed, by the way, so it's important to know that. This is, this will be delayed by 2 periods, 2 candles at the least. So it won't paint the actual top of the try immediately. You'll have to wait 2 candles. But nonetheless, it does identify the top and the bottom of the tries. All right. If you want to put this on your chart, what you'll do is you'll go to Patterns. You'll go to Select Patterns. You'll click on Candlestick Patterns. You'll type in William Fractal, and double-click it, and you'll add it right to your candlestick. And you can leave everything just as is. The defaults you can just leave as is, and hit Apply and OK, and it will show you these wedges, top and bottom. Okay, so let me give you some context as far as the way that I'm using this. So this right here is basically a scan that I have set up, and I have 2 of these screens, 2 of these watch lists. This is full time frame continuity on the day and the week. So anything on here, I know that it's full time frame continuity at least on the day and the week. This one is full time frame continuity at least to the downside for the day and week. So anything on here, I know, again, it's full time frame continuity to the downside. So we'll stick with the upside because there's more stuff on here to talk about. So real simple, just to, before I get into this, this column right here, the HL, is basically, it lights up when there's, something's at the high of the day or the low of the day. So it'll light up green, which is, good, because if I see a bunch of stuff lighting up, I can see what sector they're in real quick. Or B means that it's outside of its opening range. So anything that's highlighted green, I know that it's, outside of, that first 15-minute opening range. We'll skip to 60. This 60 right here, anything in this column that is lit up means that there's a reversal that's imminent on that time frame. So blue means it's a reversal to the upside, and it's not right now, but it's when the bar closes that it's it's going to reverse back to the upside as far as the potential setup. Yellow means inside. Green F is in force. So that's the 60. I have the same thing in the 30, and then the day, the week, the month. The day F means it's in force, so it's 2 up on the day. Week is green. I see this is in here, the reds are in here, but it's supposed to be full time frame continuity for the day and the week to the upside. So so I know that these should be green. I got to check to see why not. Month could be either, but again, you can see the F is in force again to the upside or the downside. So the way that I use this is I look at, let's sort this. So I go along here and I'm looking to see, okay, so if it's top of try right here, it's the moon. I see that this is trading outside the opening range. There's a reversal on the 60 to the upside. There's also a reversal on the 30 to the upside. I could see it's in force on the day. I can see that it's in force, or it's supposed to be in force, it's supposed to be full time frame continuity up to the week at least, but it also is the month. So this one looks interesting. So when I click on this, I'll go down to the chart. Get rid of these lines for you. So we see here, we said it was on the 60. I know it's hard to see because it covers up the color, but it's blue and blue, so it's reversals on the 60 and 30, and it should be top of try on the 30. So here's a reversal, very small reversal, but it's two up, two down, and when this closes out, there's an opportunity for it to reverse to the upside. Not a whole lot of magnitude, wouldn't necessarily go for that one. But if we look over here on the 30-minute chart, what we can tell is it's above the top of the try over here. So, we'd be looking probably like that. So it's top of try here. We can even put it up here. And there's an actionable signal also to the upside, not a whole lot of magnitude up here, and plus it's in a bunch of pivots, pivot points. So I probably wouldn't do that. But nonetheless, it's a good example. So let's look at CCL. Same thing, trading outside the opening range break. There's a signal on the signal setting up on the 60. It's above the fractal high. There's a signal setting up in the 30. In force on the day, green on the week, red on the month though. So when we take a look at that, same thing. Not a whole lot of magnitude to be had on the 60, which is over here. But we can see at least that there's that reversal over here. And we can go over here to the 30, and here's the last fractal high, or the last top of the broadening formation. We're trading above that, so we know that we are either in potential exhaustion risk, or we are in a potential directional trade. So this is the reversal, and we could continue up. And if we look on the day, it's possible, assuming that it wasn't 11:58 in the evening and the market was actually open. So there was some room left on the day, so that's good. And that's basically the way that I would use this. Now, you can also use this by changing the time frame. And let's say we want to get a better idea as far as where things are at, if we like lower time frames. Like, let's say the 5-minute. I don't know what's going to come up here though. All right, so now 5-minute. Okay. So let's see if there's anything good in here. No, not really. Well, at least this gives us an opportunity to take a look. Ideally, if you see the poo up here, it means that it's below the fractal low on that time frame. And if it's green on everything else, there's a pretty good chance that it's going to come back, blasting back through, or at least that's the hope. Let's see if I can find a good one for you. Nope, no good ones. Facebook, this should be bottom of the try, but it's red on the day. It's trading inside its daily range. It may not be like a traditional inside bar, but it could have popped out and come back in, but it's definitely not in force.
It's 12 o'clock.
It's 12 o'clock. So this is in force on the week, and it's full time frame on the month. So we click on that, and yeah, so it's trading below the last fractal, and it is there's no actionable signal or anything like that. Yeah, so that's pretty much how I'm using this. You can, also change this to the day if you want, which is probably good because it gives you a good idea of where it's at from a larger time frame perspective. So if I see here, let's pick a good one for you. PFE. So was that Pfizer? So Pfizer, if we look at this, let me unclick that. So we had an actionable signal on the 60. It's poo on the day, and it's actionable 60 on the 30. So it's bottom of the try, and we know it's enforced on the day. It's green on the week, not so green on the month though. So we'll take a quick look at that. So remember, this was we changed this time frame to the 5 minute. Okay, excuse me. I'm sorry. We changed that to the day. So on the day, there's the fractal high. Here's the last fractal low. So we're below there, and we have the actionable signal on the 60. Here's the 2 down. Again, not a whole lot of magnitude. We also have the 2 down on the 30 as well. Potential rev strat. So that's how I'm using it. Hopefully this is helpful. If you're using it, great. If not, then no worries. That's it. Hit me up with any questions. Thanks.